And I say welcome to another episode of MixxDrinks, where we bring the best entertainment from our hood to yours. You're welcome. And today ain't no different, baby. I got a treat for you today. Beautiful songstress / MC / little spoken word, if you will. Without further ado, I bring to you Miss Sativa Minerva.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Great.
Good.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. I'm trying to link up so we can get you here for a minute. You out doing big things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so first and foremost, tell the people where you're from.
Wow, I am from Duluth, Minnesota.
I did not know that.
I know, right?
Duluth, Minnesota, okay.
Minnesota made famous by Prince.
Yeah, absolutely. By the Prince.
The one and only.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Huge fan.
Goat.
Huge fan. Also, isn't Morris Day in the time from there too?
I don't know.
I just always associate them two because of the movie Purple Rain, but
Maybe.
maybe not from there. Any other famous performers from Minnesota?
I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me though.
Trying to think.
What is
I
his name?
feel like it's not The Weeknd, is it?
No, not The Weeknd. He's from Canada. It's a singer. He sang a lot of oldies. Oh my gosh, what is his name? Johnny. I cannot think of
They'll
his
come
name
to you
right
today when you fall asleep. But
Right.
I knew it.
that's how.
Michael Bivins. Oh no. All right, so tell me, coming from so how long you lived there? You stayed there from when to what? What was your journey? What brought you from the journey from Minnesota to Cali? How'd that happen?
Quite a journey it was. I was born and raised in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Graduated high school. Worked and saved for a year, maybe 2 years, and had an opportunity to move with some friends of mine to Orlando. And I had never left the nest, so one of my friends at the time, her parents owned a house in Orlando with the pool, and there was like 4 or 5 of us that were going, and we're like, that's going to be the coolest thing ever. I think that year, the year before, American Idol had auditions in Orlando, and Full Sail University was down there as well, and I already knew that I was pursuing music.
Okay.
And so I was like, wow, I can go audition for American Idol. It's going to be right there. I can go to school, and I had, all of these big dreams. And so we moved to Orlando. But it was not quite what I expected it to be, because you really don't truly know someone until you live with them, right?
That's a fact.
So these people that I considered my friends, I realized we don't really like each other at all. But we were acquaintances, and we partied together in school and things like that. So I just removed myself from the situation. And I drove 13 hours straight to Virginia, where my sister was.
Oh, dang. That's jump Minnesota to Orlando to Virginia.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And she was there because she was in the Air Force, and there's huge military bases over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed with her, and then I ended up staying in mostly Virginia Beach for the next 13 years, and where I really got into developing a sound and making connections and getting comfortable in recording studios. I recorded in Timberland's studio. I met his uncle. He was super cool. I worked with a couple of his producers. I met Pharrell, Pusha.
Crazy.
Levi from Blackstreet. They're all there and very local. So it was I just felt acquiring my dream was that much closer. But I realized not a lot of people that I had around me were as hungry or as ambitious as I was, and they weren't supportive. And so I learned what I learned in that situation, and then I realized if I really want to do this, I need to be in the best coast. I need to be in the West Coast. I need to be where the labels are. I need to be where the marketing is, that's New York is very huge on marketing. Yeah. But the producers, the other artists, the more opportunities, Hollywood, everyone wants to go to Hollywood and live that life. So I came out here in March 2019. Actually, no, I came out in 2017 because my brother was living in Arizona at the time, and he moved to California. He was in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've always had this idea that I was going to either be in New York City or LA. I went to New York multiple times within the time I was living in Virginia, because it was like a 7-hour drive. And each time I went there, it became less appealing to me. And just the people were very cold and rude and downright abusive. I got elbowed just by asking somebody a question. I was like, what the fuck is that? Can I cuss? I don't know if I can.
Oh, yeah, you can cuss.
Okay.
This is an adult show.
Okay. I'm like, what the fuck? Who does that? Like, I'm lost. But I was scared to ask people after that. I was like, I can't live in a place with people like that.
As a person that lived in New York for about 16 years.
What?
Yeah, about 16 years. New York is a different animal. You hit it right on the head. People don't care about you or your story. They don't.
They're so cold.
They don't like tourists. They're about minding your business. And only how you get to stand in good favor if you know somebody there and they can vouch for you that they know you. But otherwise, just being out and about, nah, no way. You just hit it right on the head. And what a difference, right? You went from Minnesota.
Yes.
To Virginia Beach. That's like night and day.
Yeah.
And you got some sprinkle in New York and so what I thought when I moved here from New York to Cali way back then, that's the first thing I noticed. Dang, people actually care about you. They want to know your story, right? They're interested in you, you know what I'm saying? People are more inviting, and somebody told me that Cali people are snobby and not inviting at all. I'm like, man, try growing up in New York. Go there for a month. I bet you come back here and appreciate everything about it. I still love my New York people, so I still go back to New York all the time. I got siblings there, I got family there, but I know the difference when I'm there. Mm-hmm. My attitude, my demeanor, what I got to be like when I'm in New York to when I'm in Cali.
Yeah, and it starts rubbing off on you.
Oh, yeah. It definitely does. And certain different parts, my New York is needed. But for the most part, I'm the same person I was in both places. But yeah, I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. You said you went to Orlando. You're pursuing your dream. When did you decide? How long have you been performing? When did you start thinking? I got a voice. I want to pursue this. Where's your music background come from?
Man, I want to say it was really early, right? I was already in choir. In elementary school, I was doing little Christmas songs and things like that in choir for church, in like kindergarten, as long as I can remember. So it started like back then. I don't think I really realized that I had a voice. I think I just entertained it because my whole family, I'm the youngest of 6, first of all. So I have 5 siblings and my mother who raised us all single-handedly, with everyone listening to their different genres of music and me constantly being surrounded while she was cooking, while she was cleaning. She had on oldies, she had on Spanish music, she had on like Elvis Presley, Motown, Whitney, like literally like the spectrum, while my brothers were listening to rap. Specifically, who were they listening to? Like NWA, and then my other brother, Tupac, and then my sister, she was obsessed with Prince and Madonna and Selena. So it's like I took a bit of everything from all of them. So I have such a wide love, such a wide range and a love for all kinds of genres.
And it makes sense because, you have layers, at one point you could be like, real pop, top 40. Mm-hmm. Other times you could be very sultry. And then I'm hearing NUMC too, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you could tell that, you have all those influences in you, and that makes perfect sense to what you're saying, actually. Mm-hmm. We gravitate to what, we hear. My mom, single mom too. We didn't have 6, it was just 2 of us at the time. But music was big, and, the music she plays now, still resonates to me to this day, so, so I get that. Mm-hmm. That's pretty dope. So now you said you listen to all kind of genres. So what do you think? What is your biggest influence? Who's your go-to artist when you wanna write? You feel like you want to make some music. Who's some of your top people that you listen to?
I think it changes, right? Because it changes with what I'm currently listening to or what I'm currently feeling as I grow as a person. My interest grows with me. Mm-hmm. So I grew up listening to, I think the first CD I bought ever was like the Spice Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I was like, yeah, they had auditions. And I think around that time I was like, I could do this. I could be a Spice Girl. I could sing. And then, like when pop was really hitting, that was what I was listening to, what everyone around me was listening to in our age group. So Britney Spears,
sure.
After them, NSYNC, Brandy. That was my very first tape, was a Brandy tape. My first CD was a Spice Girls. Tyrese, like Christina Aguilera. So Christina had pipes.
Yeah, Christina has pipes, still has pipes. A lot of people don't know about Christina. Christina could go, for sure. And Brandy was big. People don't even know how big Brandy was at one point.
Young. She was like
she was young. But she was huge at that time. You know, she had hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
You know, till a couple, things happened in her life that kind of put it back. But she was on top for a long time.
Yeah.
Even she was bigger than Monica.
Yeah.
And Monica was a big deal when she came out, but she was on the airwaves heavy. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved me some Brandy. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm in my room talking about, I want to be down.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, so one of my siblings gave me that cassette tape for Christmas, thank you. I don't know who gave it to me, but...
Yeah, I remember the dope remix she had that with all the female MCs. She had Latifah on there and MC Light and Yo-Yo. She had I Want to Be Down remix was super dope. And plus you ain't see that many down the lines with all female. And Brandy was big. Shouts out to Brandy.
Yes, shout out to Brandy.
The crazy brother.
Crazy Ray J for making Kim Kardashian famous.
Famous.
Now she's a billionaire.
They made the tape. I really say the mom made him famous because, her mom was like, hey, we can do two things. We can cry about this or we can capitalize on this,
Right.
Her mom's like, let's capitalize on this and look where she's at right now.
Right.
You can't find a more famous sex tape or somebody that made more money off a sex tape in your entire life.
Right.
And you never will.
Yep.
You've been trying hard since then. Since stuff leaks all the time.
Right. Nobody can do it.
That's
the perfect timing.
That's a one-trick pony. You only can get away with that joke one time.
Yep.
And I feel though, because her kid's gonna have to know fully about that. She's gonna have to explain it to her kids. They're getting older fast, and she's gonna have to explain that because you can't hide from it. It's locked in the net forever. You cannot delete. I don't care how much money you got. Once something's on the net, it just floats in. And if they haven't heard it already, she's gonna have to explain it to her one day.
Oh yeah.
But it was nothing malice, right? They were a couple. They filmed each other having a good time. Nothing illegal or wrong about that. It just somehow leaked. That's the only thing that's bad about it, right? Somehow it leaked. And
someone got it.
Hey.
Got their hands.
And she said, okay, hey, I'll sell it to you for this amount of money, and you can't remember a time now when you haven't heard about Kim Kardashian or her sister. Made a whole family famous.
The whole family millionaire.
So are you really mad that somebody put out a sex tape you had with your boyfriend when he was your boyfriend?
Right.
I think you're alright.
Right.
So now, let's talk about something. You just came back from London, right?
I just came back from London.
What was that about? What you doing in London?
So I go to these music camps. They're at a different location every month.
Music camp? What kind of?
It's a music camp. It's a 3-day music camp. Day one, education, information. They have different panels come up and do Q&A. Might be A&R. It might be a manager of somebody, a publicist, a lawyer, a producer, whoever, right? And kind of just give you the scoop on what they're looking for in artist or what they're looking for in sync and how to speak to them, how to network with them, what kind of questions do you ask, when is the right time, right? Not when they're grocery shopping or, you know what I mean? Just kind of like there's a time and a place. So very informative day, educational day. Day two is all creation. I enter as a songwriter, and I get hooked up with a producer. Okay. And then you have to, everyone gets paired, and you have to write a song with them that day with your person. After that, you can go to a different producer, other artists, other songwriters, whatever, and just collab as much as you can get done in the amount of time. It's like 6 hours that we have all day. It goes by really fast, actually. And then day three is the playback, and they do like a competition for your song. So you can enter 2 songs, and then they have judges score them on writing, production, originality, things like that, and like how people are responding to it when you play it.
That's dope.
As well as they play back everything that was created the day before.
Crazy.
And then, they're so much fun, and it's such a it's so valuable, right, to invest in something like that, because I've connected with multiple producers, multiple artists, songwriters, and it opens up other doors, right? And now you have their network as well, because you guys work so closely together, and then you have their network, so now you guys are doing shows together, you're collaborating together, so now when you go to this state, you know somebody, and it's really dope. It's a dope way to build.
So what you think about your project? You did liked it?
I liked it. So I did, it was a rough version, so he's reworking the beat. He's sending it to me, I believe he said next week. I'm going to re-record it and then change some things as well, add some things, so yeah. And, then, and that'll be one song with, his name is Frost, he's in New York. And then I met up with a couple UK artists, Skatta, he's a rapper in the UK on grime, and this is my first time really like discovering grime. I hadn't really heard of it.
Right.
And so that was interesting. I was like, yeah, let me jump on that with you. And so I'm actually recording a verse for him next week. And then I got another grime beat that I'm still writing to. So I'm excited. Like,
That's
what
dope.
if I blew up in the UK before I blow up out here or something?
Dang.
That would be crazy.
Wherever you blow up, right?
You know what I'm saying? God's plan.
God's plan. And how'd you find out about it, like that?
Actually, so Rec and Hookmonger, they were going, and Class, they were going.
Shout out to Rec and Hookmonger. Beautiful Sound Lounge studio.
Sound Lounge. We in here. Yeah, and I was just kind of curious. Like, I saw the posting about it. I'm like, it looks like you had so much fun. Like, you know, kind of tell me more about it. And Hook was like, man, like, you gotta go. Like, it's a good time. It's such a good vibe. You meet so many dope people. You know, they judge your music and everything. And I was like, okay, like, and I had just really gotten back into writing within the last year, right? Okay. And like that first year back it was terrible. Like it was just getting the crap out of you so you could filter through that and like get to the good stuff. So now we're like at the good stuff.
Right.
But I was nervous, so we like wrote some songs really quick that I could submit. And then I wrote within, I don't know, before we recorded those songs, maybe like 2 days before, I was like, I want to do something more like a hip hop vibe. And so I wrote like a verse and I recorded it, because you don't have to submit a full song. You just needed like a hook and a verse or something like that. And I actually, with that song that I wrote at the last minute, came in second place songwriter on my very first camp. So I was like, it just kind of gave me a whole new inspiration. Yeah. And I was like, this is life-changing. I mean, it really was a life-changing experience, because it was like, if you know you're dope, right? But to a degree, I feel you do need some kind of validation.
Absolutely.
From if people are digging your stuff or not, right? You need some kind of reaction, because what are you doing it for if not to give to people and to share that work? So that gave me my validation. Like, I am dope. Yeah, I'm as dope as I thought I was. Like, that's cool, because
you need that. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if nobody think I'm dope. How you gonna be entertaining if nobody thinks you're dope?
Right, nobody's gonna come to your shows.
I understand you say like you feel your music, you make the music you want to make, but if no one thinks you're dope, then I'm kind of thinking nobody's gonna listen to your music besides you. So validation is definitely needed. I think people just say that as a it's like a cliche thing to say now.
Yeah.
You know? I don't care if nobody listens to my shit. I know my shit is dope.
Okay,
is
but
it dope?
if
no one listens to it, is it really dope?
Right.
You got a chance to do a duet, right, with anybody, right? Remake a song. Either remake a song or do a duet with any artist. Who would it be?
Alive or dead? I mean, yeah. Or...
Yeah, dead or alive.
Prince.
I thought you said a lot of day. I'm like, who's that? I'm not up on that. I feel bad. No, Prince duet would be dope. Prince is fire, man. Yeah, man.
I miss him so much. I cried.
The fact that the world doesn't have Michael Jackson and Prince anymore is crazy to me.
Man.
Crazy to me.
Tell me about it. And I was just like, I missed my chance. I missed my chance of being in the room with these incredible, talented artists.
I know. At least he got a catalog, man, and we can listen for a long time, you know. But dang, the world lost a very, very talented individual, two talented individuals, lots of talented individuals, but between Whitney, Mike, and Prince being gone, it just doesn't seem right, you know. You know, of course, you know, Whitney was going through her stuff, but you can't deny what she gave us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She pipes.
Yeah.
Jeez, effortlessly.
Yeah. And she wasn't a songwriter. She had really, really, really dope writers, but her performance.
But she brought every one of those
unmatched.
songs to life, to the fourth power, you know.
She like chills. Like
Yeah.
I remember just watching, "I Will Always Love You,"
Yeah.
and just like getting emotional. I was very empathetic as a child. I could like watch something, and it was always in music, right? And I would get chills,
Sure.
or I would cry. Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah, Nothing Compares to You.
I bawled.
The song is
My
crazy.
mom's like, "Why
Prince
are you
song.
crying?" I'm like, "She's so sad."
Oh,
And I
she sold it
felt
too, right? She
it.
really sold that video too,
Man,
man.
and yeah, I didn't find out till years later that Prince wrote that.
Yeah, Prince's version of it is amazing. You know, the original version.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful song.
Mm-hmm.
Sinead O'Connor killed that song though. That's one of my faves actually.
Yeah.
I got my music likes is around it too, but I could same way still. You have somebody with pipes and really hitting a song, that gives you chills, man. It still sends chills up my spine. I mean, it's
to
just
this day.
it's the power of music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Music is very, very powerful.
It really is.
You know, it can put you in the mood. It can get you sad. It can give you chills. It can get you hype. You want to punch somebody in the face. It can do a lot of things to you, know. You play the right music, boy, you be ready to get a scrap right now.
That's funny.
It's so dope. So what you got coming up? What can we expect from Sativa coming up?
Oh man, so
Summertime in San Diego.
Summertime. So I have been just building my catalog. After that first camp, I really just got really focused, and I was like, all right, let's really
battery
kind of
packing, yeah.
zone in, and just I kept writing, and I have a good catalog of songs right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of putting the finishing touches on those and figuring out the order I want to release them, which ones I'm doing videos for. But I have a song called Energy coming out, and it's actually the one that I wrote before the camp that I took second with. That's gonna be coming out this summer.
I saw one of your videos. I saw that private
party.
Private party. That's spicy. Oh, I was like, oh damn, spicy.
Private Party
that was good.
Came out. I released that in 2018, right before I moved out here.
Okay.
Didn't mean to make it. I released in 2017. Private Party has the most views and the most streams out of my catalog so far.
It's a dope song. Dope.
People really like that one.
Video's good. Nah, it's dope. I liked it. And I was like, oh shit. All right.
It's a vibe.
Sex appeal. It's got a vibe on it.
And I was really, at that time when I was focused, I was very focusing on like the sex appeal.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, if the music doesn't get someone's attention, the sex appeal will. And
right.
I guess that's what happened.
And that sells. I mean, it just helps,
It does. It definitely doesn't hurt it.
There's very few people that could just come on the mic and just sing and just be there and just sell. It's not a whole lot of Jasmine Sullivans out there.
Yeah, right. Adele.
Yeah, Adele's. And just out there. You gotta have some real pipes. But you you kind of pigeonhole yourself though.
Mm-hmm.
You only can appeal to such an audience.
Yes. Which is why that's not my focus anymore.
No.
I've outgrown that person. I love her for who she was and what she taught me. But I have nieces, and I have nephews. And although I talk about some very grown things in my music that are true to me, the focus is not that, because I'm so much more than that. And people need to know that we are much more than that, especially as women.
Absolutely.
Right? We are so much more than our bodies. Or so much more than pretty faces and whatever else our personalities. We are actually very talented and intelligent women. We do have things to say, at least I know that I do. I actually pride myself on having good context in my music. So, and actually saying something, which you'll hear in a little bit.
Yeah. So with that being said, kind of sexism has kind of gone over the deep end, huh? If you got to say with artists now, I mean, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I never thought I would say that, but we during my time, Lil' Kim and Foxy was pretty wild with what they were saying, but they was really saying stuff too at the same time. They was selling sex, of course, because that is a draw, but they was also dope artists. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody was writing for either one of them, they still hit it.
Right.
Because to write for somebody is to write for somebody. But you still got to bring those lyrics to life. You know what I'm saying? They brought it to life and they was sexy about it. But now, I mean, people are leading and ending with this shit now. And it's just ridiculous now. Like,
yeah, it hurts my heart, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want your whole brand to be, you know? And how long you think you can sustain that?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Like, these new girls, like, okay, Nicki came in. I was like, okay, she's doing her thing. That's cool. Cardi, I was like, I can't stand her voice. No hate, no shade. That was my first initial reaction. I did not like the tone of her voice. It wasn't pleasing to my ears. But eventually I got used to it. They shoved it down my throat.
BXNY, she wasn't always MC, you know what I'm saying? So she had to be groomed a little bit, you know. She's a little more refined now, but yeah.
Yeah. Sexy Red, oh my God.
Yeah, man, I was like, we started going that route. I'm like, wow.
I was like, I gotta.
This is what we're gonna do now. This is what we do it now. This is what sell it.
Yeah.
And the machine gets behind it. The machine makes sure we keep hearing it. You know.
I'm like,
they want that to overshadow the actual talent. You know what I'm saying? Let's put this in their face so people don't get to hear quality stuff. And I do hate that.
Yeah.
That they get the big push, the big marketing. The machine gets behind them and. We're kind of force-fed, right?
Yes.
Next thing you know, you're singing a song that you can't stand because you hear it all the time. You're saying it in your mind, like, why am I singing this song? I don't even like this song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
at all.
They just...
As you hear it, now you see they're popping up on commercials.
Yeah, you get online, you go on social media, like, dang, jeez, all right.
Popping on your timeline, billboards all advertising. I'm like, why?
Yeah, so...
Why?
Yeah, but I love the fact that there's still quality music, it's still quality artists out there.
Yeah.
They're still putting out music, and you know, you might have to search a little bit more for them, but they are out there.
They are.
You know,
hidden gems.
I love this about this show because I put nothing but quality on this show. So, and people say, "Oh yeah, damn, that's another artist. Damn, that's another artist. I need to check for them. So, I take pleasure in that, knowing that anybody that's watching it, even if it's 2 people, 5 people, it's going to be 2 or 5 people seeing quality artists every week. So, without a doubt. So, tell the people how to find you.
Well, actually, I just changed my info. So all of my socials are going to be Sativa Minerva. SATIVAMIEMINERVA.
We'll have it right there too, as always. But.
I'm actually working on my website right now, so it'll just be a one-stop shop. Merch, all performing and event information. It'll have my music videos, photo shoots, all of that good stuff. Music, of course, other links to my social media.
Where you streaming at?
What's that?
Where you streaming at?
Everywhere. I'm on Spotify, I'm on YouTube, Apple Music, Deezer, Napster, Google Play, Amazon Music. Anywhere you can literally listen to music, you will find me on it. Yeah. And I'm still getting radio play in Virginia.
Dope. Shouts out to VA.
Shout out to VA. Shout out to Mike.
And you already know how to find us, man. MixxDrinks. You can see us on all streaming platforms. You catch our YouTube channel. Every Saturday, we bust you over the head with a new one. You can catch us on IG, MixxDrinks, one word, podcast. Mixed Nuts is the movement. You know what time it is, right? You're here talking. Well, I guess we gotta just have to see for ourselves what she can do, right?
What? Sativa,
Case, Sativa, MixxDrinks. Be right back.
MixxDrinks. Who wants a drink? Who wants a drink? Who wants a bar? Who wants a beat? This is MixxDrinks.
Sativa, a newspaper burns in the sand, and the headline reads, "Man destroys man." I seen a video on Twitter, they killing babies in Gaza. And we so desensitized and we don't feel like it's a problem. This ain't living, the math ain't mathing. Check to check, swimming in debt, the cash ain't napping. Got to get it off the books at the rate they taxing. But we're born black and gifted, so we make things happen. One family under the stars, let's all align. So many different journeys, somehow they're a part of mine. Searching for direction, reflections of the heart and mind. I took a look inside myself, it wasn't hard to find. Now it's my time, gotta recapture the essence, take it back to the basics. The pen awakens the pages, so this is for the creatives. A natural high whenever you speak my name. There's a lot of bitches that's claiming they queens, guess who the ace is? It's more to it than
and bad bitches. It's about the love of the music, that's what the craft's missing. It's way deeper than bottles popping and K's busting. So please don't just talk, say something. It's more to it than and bad bitches. It's about the love of the music, that's what the craft's missing. It's way deeper than bottles popping and K's busting. So please don't just talk, say something. Allow me to sit back, mind open and heart touch. Hearing a whole lot of noise, but you ain't saying much. The most intentional thoughts come when you passionate, and not to walk in my purpose when it be adequate. You see me painting this picture, so let me caption it. My vibe was always top tier, was never average. It's like I got a disease with all this confidence, and make them kneel on one knee, no calling confident. I shake my ass having fun just for the hell of it. You naked pic on the gram, try to stay relevant. Misinformation is high and it seems evident. They sweep it under the rug just like the elephant. You fabricated your raps, need to repurpose. Good music, take them to church, I'm at your service. Your life depending on how much you think you're worth. This didn't happen by accident, killing this shit on purpose. There's more to it than real niggas and bad bitches. It's about the love of the music, that's what the craft's missing. It's way deeper than bottles popping and K's busting. So please don't just talk, say something.
What more can I say? What more can I say? God damn, this shit is loud. It's all good. Yo, MixxDrinks. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a goddamn friend. And tell them again. Big case. Miss Sativa Minerva.
Sativa Minerva.
Check for us. Mix Nuts is the movement. We see you soon.
MixxDrinks. Who wants a drink? Who wants a drink? Who wants a bar? Who wants a beat? This is MixxDrinks.